Welcome back to Air and Water Cooled Research and Development. I want to introduce you to my family of 113 sets of heads in different states of their lives, and I didn't realize I had so many sets, but once again I have a lot of sets of heads, and I sometimes like to forget I have so many sets. Anyways, I went to the in my last video I got a lot of exhaust studs out, but I started to round out the nuts and started stripping them out, and the studs started snapping off because I was applying too much pressure, and I thought that there should be a easier way of doing this. And I went to the parts store, hardware parts store, and I got a whole bunch of assortment of different nuts to use. And when I got up to the counter, I told the guy what I was using this for, and he says, "Do I do a lot of extractions?" And I said, "Well, I have a whole bunch of heads that are old and that need their studs taken out." And he said, "Well, let me show you what you need to use first." So he showed me KROIL. It's a penetrating oil, I guess from the 30s, and I've never heard of it before. And everybody says it's the best. It's very expensive, and it works fast, and it has a like I guess a cherry oil or a cherry blossom scent to it. I don't know. I've never used it, but I'm gonna use it today. And when I got, he told me about that, and then he said, "Well, if you're doing a lot of extractions, why don't you get a stud remover?" And I said, "I'll get that too then." So I bought a 8mm thickness stud removal tool. It's got big ball bearings in there, or roller bearings, and as you use it, it says right here, hand use only, 5/16. But he said to put it on a stud, and whatever way you want it to go, you just turn it that way and it locks and rips it out. Or if you go that way, so you just gotta put it in the middle and you pull it right back out. So I'm gonna attempt to use that today too. And while I was there and I already had them in my hands, I bought all the different variable nuts to use. I bought some long ones for long studs because I kept shearing some of the studs off, and I thought that I can get a better grip if I had a bigger length to use as a tool. So I thought that would be good. But then the guy on the internet that I was watching, he had studs or nuts that had the backing on the outside, and this, they lock into each other, and it's easily to pull them out. And I got these ones too, just in case. These designs better, and then for an extra insurance, these ones are oblong shaped. I'm not quite sure. The guy said at the front, they got an O-ring right here that this side you can bolt on, but when it gets to this side, it's got a little curve on it or something. It it hand tightens. It locks itself in, and it can grab onto it and pull out. So I thought, oh, okay, maybe that will work. I don't know. So I bought all these parts to finish this job, and Like I said in the previous video, I want to put these heads back to stock. They're not modified yet. They've been welded on. The guides and the springs are stock. The compression is stock. The 85.5 is stock. The spark plug holes got welded up. The intake got welded up for larger ports. But I was thinking, since I'm building a Super 1600, I need a comparison. So instead of trying to get somebody else to help me compare it, I might as well just get my own set of heads and compare it to my own engine. So these ones are going back to 85.5 by 32 valves, and then they're going to get the port and polished treatment, and so they can be a high flowing stock valve set of heads of 113s. And then over here on this one, these are stock. Same thing, it's got stock springs on them. Right here, the guides are standing above the aluminum. So that means that to get a higher lift on the cam, a head shop will mill this down so you can get a little bit more lift. So when you see that, like this set of heads, and these ones have been machined for dual springs, and the guides have been topped to get maximum lift. And this set has been ported and polished at one time and welded on the intakes, but they didn't weld up the spark plug holes. So maybe someone didn't know how to do that, or didn't like doing that when they built this. And these are for 94s, and this set is for 94. So I wanted to, when I build my 2276, I got all these heads that are high flowing, big valve, big port heads, and once again I have nothing to compare them to. So this set of heads is going to stay with stock valves, so that way you can get a starting point of what the flowing of is in the stock valve sizing with stock ports. So these are 113s, as these are 113s, and over here to the end result, these are a finished pair of 113s that I stopped them from getting to be 94s because I wanted some 92 bores, and at the last second they got saved. They were going to be turned into 94s, but I stopped them to keep them with 92s for now. And as you can tell, they got the full treatment. Dual springs. You got stainless steel valves, 42 by 37. You got welded up intakes, welded up spark plug holes. You got the exhaust that's been ported and polished. Let me get you to the exhaust side. A lot of people say that they want to see close up of everything, so I will definitely get you as close as I can. That's the exhaust. That's the intakes. And these is the chambers. They're relatively low compression, as I'd rather save a set of heads than max them out on compression and run them too hot and destroy the engine. But sometimes I cannot get to them fast enough, and they become I get them with the fin missing in the back for high compression, like this set of heads. This set of heads is my project welding set. I want to weld on them to raise the lower the compression, raise the CCs, and to begin that, now that I'm started welding on aluminum, I'm going to do the spark plug holes and try to lower the compression ratio, turning a set of drag racing heads into street heads. I don't know if it can be done. I don't know if it's too past its life, but I'm definitely going to try. So, but all these heads have one thing in common. Well, except for the finish set. I just wanted to show you what the finish set looks like, or what they're all going to look like soon. But these three sets of heads all have to be disassembled, and the valves are out, but now I'm to the studs, and that's the problem I was working with the last video. I didn't have the right tools, but now I think I got the right tools. I looked on the website, and it said that to put some on and let it soak for a couple hours. Overnight would be ideal, but a couple hours would be just as good. So hopefully I can just put some on and get it going. So I don't want to bore you with all the details, but I just want to give you a close-up of what's going on right now. Okay, stay tuned. Alrighty, I'm gonna put some oil on these heads and let them soak for a while. So I figured I'd show you how to put them on. I really don't know how to do it either, but I'm assuming you just squeeze and make it happen, or you gotta cut the tip off. Let me see. Yes, you gotta cut the tip off. There we go. Cut the tip off. And ready to go. Whew! This stuff is powerful. I don't know what they're talking about. Cherry scent. It's acetone or something. Alright, well, I'm going to go open up my door and ventilate this place and let it sit. I'll see you back in a couple hours. Okay, we're back. I put on the penetrating oil. Surprisingly, it doesn't stink in here no more, so. But I put on gloves just in case, I don't know, whatever happens, happens. So, I guess you just put it straight on the threads. And whatever happens, happens, but I'm going to replace all this anyways, so I don't care what happens to the threads technically, but yeah. It's coming out relatively easy, but I didn't ever try it, and with this new tool it grabs 100% more than the nuts did. I'm a biscuit. Okay. So, it's still hard, but it's coming out the greatest of ease. Yeah, those are long studs. Whoa, that monster. It looks like it got wet all the way to the bottom. It's amazing. Okay. Put this down on. One down. Oh, God. This one obviously needs to soak a little bit more, or I can figure something out. yesterday was a dog fight with two nuts, putting them on and off, on and off, on and off, and not having any lubricant help. So this one seems to be a tad bit easier tonight. Dang. Whew. Man, look at that one on this sucker. Wow. I don't know if you can see it, but it's all lubricant. So I don't know if the rust is gone. Someone put maybe taken off or something in there to get it to stop. But like I thought, this tool flattens the threads, so this thing is no longer any good. That's the downside of a tool that looks like it's not thread friendly. But if you're going to replace it, the parts counter said this is the way to go. Alright. There's 2 out of 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. 2 down and 10 to go. I'm gonna get these out next. I don't know if you want to watch. I'll try and do it with the nuts and see if it's any easier that way. Let's see. Lucky 13. You're kidding me. This can take forever. Alright, I just decided I'm not going to keep those studs. So put those right there. Easy does it. Whoa, that came out way too fast. Dang. Oh, hoo-yah. There we are. Alright, well, apparently the parts guy knows what he's talking about. This is, I don't know, 100 times easier, maybe 1,000 times easier. It's been a perfect time Tell them to call. Alrighty, we made quick work of this. I don't know if it was from the stud removal socket that blew all these out so fast, or if it was the KROIL penetrating oil, or whatever the heck this is, I should say. It only has a couple of drops in these little tubes. These are just samplers for $1 each. The big one was $30 for the aerosol one, and the other one was I think $15 for the little can. So I just wanted to see how well it worked. He said it was the best, so I trusted him, of course, because he knows what he's doing. And I just wanted to show you that I started off with these guys. I have some more on this other set of heads, but on these heads, I started off with 3. Now, I ended up with 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 in here. 4, 6, 8 in this baggie out of 3 sets of heads, and a whole bunch of 12 rocker studs. All within about an hour's work. I ran out of, I didn't run out of all of it, but I ran out of another set of tubes, so I decided that was the perfect time to stop, give you an update. I have to get ready to go to work tomorrow, so I have to make myself look presentable. And just wanted to let you know that with the penetrating oil, the stud removal tool combined, it makes really quick work out of extracting studs. These ones still have the exhaust studs in them. These rocker studs were put on with channel locks or something in the middle. They have like bite marks in the middle of it, so they just fell right out when I went to go unloosen them. So I don't think they were in there a long time, maybe 5 years, 10 years at the most. But these other ones, it seemed like they were molded into them because it was a dog fight. But they let the penetration oil get in and do its job, and got them out. So those heads are stripped. Just a couple of studs broke off. I just have one stud on the intake that snapped. It was right when I get ready to do it, you could feel it just twisting sideways, and by that time it's too late. Boom! And same thing with the one of the exhaust. So this set of heads are clean. Just those two right there. That's it. These rockers intakes are done. The just have to do the exhaust, but I would save that for another day. And just want to let you know that I got it done. I got it handled. Alrighty. Once again, thank you for watching, liking, subscribing, sharing the video. If you have friends that are interested and want to know how to do this, I of course did it the hard way, and I got asked for help, and I got excellent advice from the parts guy, and got it done. So at least we're on the next stage, and I can start cleaning them up, getting them ready for welding, and then putting in new seats, checking the guides, see if they're still good. If not, you replace them, and then do some. I don't want to do porting too much on these set of heads. I want to try and keep it as close to stock as possible, but just high flowing exhaust ports. That's where the trouble is on these, the chokehold we call it. So if I just get those to be high flowing and just flowing on the intakes, and then I can have a baseline of what stock valves setup would do, and then we'll swap them out on the Super 1600 with the 041s and see how much better they are and why they even produce them in the first place. You know, I don't know why they I guess they're for GT racing is what I heard back in the 70s. So I'm assuming they know more than I do. But I just want to see how much farther horsepower you get and acceleration with just larger intakes. So, all right. Thank you for tuning in, watching, and hopefully watching it till the end and seeing that it was a successful day. Thank you. Bye.